All right, here we go. One of my favorite teams to bet on. I think I just can't help but get involved in all their games. It's been so good to us. Why stop now? Got Liverpool and Fulham here, also at the early games on Saturday. Liverpool. We've been playing them a certain way. Liverpool and teased unders. I don't hate it. I don't hate it here that Liverpool and say under 4.5, but they're making you drink an awful lot of juice on it. Huge favorites here. I'm not so certain that they should be such big favorites. This Liverpool side is very, very good. On the other hand, they've got to drop points at one time or another. I'm ever so slightly tempted to take Fulham as a dog on this spread. Not so bold to do that quite yet, but you know what I like here is an under that I think might surprise some people. Fulham does have some goals in them. Liverpool can certainly score when they're clicking on all cylinders. But in the end, Liverpool most clean sheets in the league. I think Arne Slot's going to want to keep this one tight. And, we talked about that midweek Champions League fixture against Girona. We had Liverpool in the under 4.5 there. It worked out. It was Liverpool 1-0. Girona surprisingly gave a little bit of trouble. One of the things Girona did was they sat back in a low block. They let Liverpool's defenders kind of play around with the ball when they could, and then they tried to hit them on the break. That's kind of Fulham's MO, especially on the road. So I think we're going to see Fulham sit in that low block. And I think Liverpool is going to have their trouble breaking them down. And then on the other hand, you got the likes of Iwobi, Traore, these guys on the outside for Fulham that have a ton of speed. Liverpool is going to be worried about those guys getting back in behind their defenders, especially when they don't have Konate in anymore. He's still injured. Against Girona, this back four for Liverpool had to do a lot of work. So they're not going to want to push their legs. Fulham's had some breaks. I like the under here. I like the under first half and full game. Fulham on the road, they've kept games tight. Just 8 goals for, 7 goals against. So they're averaging unders on the road. And more often than not, you see these teams in some really tight first halves. By the numbers, you see 1 or fewer goals more often than not. So I want to attack this game with an under, and it's a bit of a double down here for me. First half under 1.25 at plus money. I quite like that. I don't think we see more than one. And full game under 3.25. I think we could perhaps see a 3. I very much doubt we see 4 goals in this one. I'm not going to triple down, but, I tell you what, I was staring real hard at 30-minute results draw. I think we could see a 0-0. It's very rare that either of these teams allow their opposition to concede early, but 2's enough for the moment. Give me all the unders in this one.